Hello everyone. So after learning about the 5 different Quaker values of simplicity, peace, integrity, community, and equality, I decided that I wanted to act out simplicity because I realized how much better my life could be if I just simplified things. So to start it off, I'm the kind of person who says yes to everything even if I don't have the time for it. I love to help out my friends, so whenever they need help with anything such as homework or volleyball, I drop everything I'm doing and help them, even if I have a test or homework or I need sleep. After learning about this value, I realized how much extra stress I put on my life just by simply not saying no. So whenever I decided to act out this value, I decided that I need to start saying no to things that I do not have time for. So for example, my teammate asked me if I would come in and do an individual with her at 11 o'clock, but I had a test at 12:30, so I decided to tell her that I couldn't, and because I had a test to study for, and so she found someone else. In the moment, I felt bad about not helping her, but I realized that it made me feel better because I had an extra hour and a half to study for my test that I wouldn't have had if I would have helped her. And I realized that she was still able to find someone else, so it doesn't always have to be me that says yes. I also decided to look at the amount of time that I spend going to volleyball, basketball, lacrosse, and other events on campus. And I realized that I'm spending so much time at these places, which is a lot of time that I could be using to study or sleep and take a lot of stress off of me. I finally realized that it's okay to not go to every single volleyball or basketball game because I'm a very busy student athlete as I work, I play volleyball, and I care about my grades. So whenever my teammate asked me if I wanted to go to the basketball game, I just told her no because I had a few hours of homework that I wanted to finish and I wanted to get to sleep early that night. Again, it was very hard for me to say no because I love being active on campus and going to everything that I can, but after living out this value, I realized how important it is to just say no to things that I don't have time for because life becomes much simpler and easier. And I realized that I wanted to make things a priority that were most important to me. Out of all 5 of the Quaker values, this lesson was the hardest for me to learn about because it made me sad seeing all the homeless people and the daily struggles that they face. Seeing the different videos of the homeless was hard because it made me think about how fortunate I am as well as most Americans. The things that we consider necessities, such as the brand new iPhone, a new car, an Apple Watch, are things that the homeless people and people in third world countries could never even think about having, and those are some of the things that we find most important to us. I thought about the things that I consider most important to me, and I realized that they're just materialistic things that don't even matter, and that's what was hardest for me to actually think about in this lesson. I realized that people just continuously want and want and want new things, and they fail to realize just how lucky we are to have the things that we do. I started to think about the amount of money that I spend on clothes or shoes because I see something and I think, oh, I want that, even though I don't really need it because I have more clothes than I could ever need. When I decided that I wanted to act out this new simplistic lifestyle, I also realized that I wanted to do a little bit of spring cleaning with it, so I'm going to show you guys some of the things that I decided to get rid of. While I was packing for spring break, I truly realized how many clothes and shoes I have that I don't need. So I'm going to show you guys some of the things that I decided that I'm going to donate to Goodwill or the Salvation Army, or see if someone in Oskaloosa needs it. So here we have a Penn sweatshirt, and a Penn Sherpa, and a William Penn shirt. Also in this pile, I have 5 pairs of shoes because I already have probably 4 other pairs of tennis shoes that I wear pretty consistently. So I decided that I don't really need these things. And I also have a couple pairs of jeans because I counted the jeans that I have and I have over 10 already. So I realized that I don't really wear jeans that often because I also have shorts, sweatpants, and leggings. So that's why I'm deciding to get rid of some of them. I also have a couple of sweaters and sweatshirts in here that I also realized that I don't need because I counted the different sweaters that I have and I have over 20 right now. So here I'm getting rid of this workout top, a couple pairs of shorts that I have, another pair of jeans, and a couple t-shirts. Whenever I go home for spring break, I also plan to help my mom and my brother clean out their closets as well, because I know that most people in my household, as well as everyone else in America, probably has more things that they could ever need. I know that if I take the time to clean out my closet and donate it to people in need, then I will feel better about getting rid of things, because I'm kind of a hoarder, so it's hard for me to get rid of my clothes and shoes, but I realize that I don't need them and there are a lot of other people that actually do. So I want to do my part by getting rid of things that I do not need and ultimately going on the path to living a more simplistic lifestyle. I am definitely going to remember how much better I feel whenever I do live a more simplistic life. I'm going to spend less time online shopping or shopping in stores because I already have way more than I need. I have decided that if I want a new item, such as a new sweater or shoes, then I have to get rid of 3 items before I can make a new purchase. I am truly glad that I learned about this lesson and took this class, because it really made me think about how fortunate I am and how I don't really need some of the things that I consider a necessity. I plan to encourage more people, such as my friends and teammates, to live a more simplistic life, because I was much happier the week that I was doing this. I felt a lot less stressed because I finally said no to things that I don't have time for, which is the first time that I've ever done that. While acting out this value, I finally realized what was actually important to me, and also realized that I need to get my priorities straight and actually do what I want to do.